Hey everyone, so Mark here. I believe this match is gonna be me versus Darken Scald. Again, this is a commentary after the game has been played because I was on a vacation at home and I just returned, so I finally have time to add some commentary. Now, my strategy here for Darken Scout here was to actually kill his impressive because it didn't look like his impressive had a lot of defensive skills. So the idea here was to try to attack the impressive with several attacks, reduce the magic resistance, and then combat it down. And I just noticed that the name of his warband is a little bit interesting, I guess you can say. Right now I'm just checking where I can deploy my impressive. And then based on where I am able to deploy the impressive, I would like to put my other people kind of around her so that we go around the place, around the map as a team. I decided to put her up north, but frankly speaking, I think it was fine to actually just put her further south. The deployment that we have here is, I believe Darken is gonna be set in like 3 groups, but because there's like less characters overall, it's gonna be set in 2 groups. Of sisters, the deployment is relatively simple. You kind of just want to put them somewhere where they're able, ideally, to pick up the word "so" on the first round. As for the novice, I believe she's my flag bearer. Now, I wasn't exactly expecting that I would see just kind of all the Dark Souls grouped up, but I think that is something I actually should have expected to happen. So the Plague Bearer actually seems to have spawned very close to Darken, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. I would say it's mostly a bad thing because it's going to be a relatively easy kill for Darken. The issue is yes, we were playing this match very early in the morning. It was something like 7 a.m. for me. I believe for Darken it was just past midnight. And it's true, I did set up my alarm clock for working days. We're playing on the weekend though. And my mom did wake me up. She was actually kind enough to, because she knew that I was playing in the tournament. So right now, nothing is really happening. So I'll be probably skipping over this part, to be honest. Alright, so with Kaylee over here, ideally I would like to scout out what is happening on the other side and where the other Dark Souls went. I don't know if it's going to be possible, so right now we're just gonna be setting up with Wordstone. Inching here over with meditation, I think that's fine. Ideally, we want to see
Objectives
where the
updated.
demon is at the moment. Oh, yeah, here I was a little bit surprised that the impressive was here already. Together with Dark Soul. Yeah, I kind of didn't expect it to be honest, but this also just kind of presented itself as an opportunity to block the impressive in, as long as I put somebody behind Kaylee so that she doesn't get lured out. And let's say here is just gonna grab the other zone. And I believe my next move with Lisa over here
Objectives
is just gonna be
updated.
covering my other sister so that she, I was saying, does not get lured. And I suppose it's, in a way, it's also a kind of a support, right? So that she doesn't get completely swarmed, right? So, yeah. I do a little bit of shuffling, but ultimately it doesn't change anything, so. This is gonna be the first turn for Kailina. He's obviously not set up because he doesn't have Daredevil on and he doesn't have any buffs on, so my first turn with these characters is just gonna be all about setting up those buffs. Gonna be setting up Daredevils on our Purifiers as well. Don't necessarily need to cast anything with them. I play it kind of, frankly speaking, a little bit too safely. I think I could have approached a little bit closer. But honestly, This spawn is like very, very close to us. And that's probably like the biggest deal, you know? This one is like very, very close to us. But I think I should have known that it should be like technically fine. Because Darken was probably dealing with a demon as well. I didn't necessarily see where the demon went, so there was also a chance that maybe the demon was stuck or something. Maybe. I'm not sure, but I decided to go for this play. And Kaylin over here is just gonna be joining the rest of the squad as well. I tried casting Divine Revelation, but it doesn't work out, so let's say it's relatively fine. I think I make a mistake here. I don't know why I cast again. I thought I did cast... No, I didn't cast the Blessing of Athleticism. Okay, I see. But I think this was partially dangerous because this reveals my Kaylina. And I think this also gave a possibility for the for this guy to come ahead and start attacking my Kaylina. Realistically speaking, though, the spawn would probably not be able to kill her one turn. No, I think I was definitely fine here. I think it was like maybe too early in the morning that I thought I might have been overcommitting.
A new round has started.
The Gratch here is a little bit stuck. And I'm surprised that I see him like so far away on the map. And he did go after the plague bearer. I'm mentioning that I think he is stacking the plague bearer because you can see occasionally in the timer these like very slight, not right now, but like when it's the enemy's turn, you can see like occasionally these partial pauses in the timer, and that's an indicator that enemy is doing something, either grabbing quartz stone, looting something, or attacking somebody, and the animation's just kind of playing and finishing. And we can see the Plaguebearer cloud on the map as well. Which to me is also like an indicator that I should be kind of going in at this point. At the same time, it's often very tricky trying to engage somebody while they're in the cloud. Not ideal, exactly. Scout uses talisman, but I believe it doesn't change much. In terms of magic resistance, if anything, it's probably just a means for myself to get the knight from using talisman. But scout here is kind of already what I said. He's a goner. He's going to die. Now we'll see that Darken actually brought a Dark Soul LGT to the fight. And we're back at Lisa's turn, and Lisa's gonna have just one very important job, and that is just scouting the area of what's going on, right? And I can see that the Plague Bearer has already been killed, but I think this is also like overall a good opportunity for me to go in at this point. Because the enemy has the minus hit chance from missed attacks and stuff. I mean, sorry, but it has a minus hit chance from the cloud. I tried to hit the dodgester with kidney strike, but to no avail, and honestly, it's fine. I don't have an issue with that. Here, I believe with Kaylee, just trying to set up this Dark Soul for a kill. I'm trying to break the parry here. And I can see why now Darken is moving so fast with this unit, and it's because this unit has been injured. You can see it that this unit only has 4 offensive points. I wonder if I adrenaline rush here for one more attack. I don't think it's a completely bad idea. Now I feel like Mariko over here is a little bit out of position. Doesn't really have anything to do. Yeah, I think I'm actually just kind of playing a little bit too overly safe. I think I could have stepped a little bit closer for sure. Divine Revelation here makes sense. I think it's doable, but let's see what I decide to do instead. I think I should definitely Divine Revelation here. Because even if Maiden doesn't manage to kill the target, the Dark Soul, my other units should be able to finish the Dark Soul off with spells. with 17% crit chance, so it's rather decent as well. At this point, I feel like I shouldn't be attacking anymore, but I attack anyway. I think I should have actually... What I should have done is refresh my Daredevil. But here I'm just like trying to refresh my attacks. With Innervation Rune. And I just go for the kill with the Adrenaline Rush. I get a little bit paranoid. And I think I ran away a little bit too far, to be honest. I don't think this Chaos Spawn can make it there, to be honest. And I just rebuffed the Maiden here. And I believe I set up Judicia over here too for the next turn. I think I panicked there at the end a little bit because I wasn't sure what to do exactly. Okay, I think I'm a little bit tired at this point, so I'll probably pick this up tomorrow.
Hello, and we're back. So I was here a little bit afraid of like putting Genevieve somewhere close by. I really was just kind of afraid that the Darken would find her and get her, to be honest. So I just kind of like put her there. And I believe I have just the same thing happening with Aaron. One of the bad things here is that my spellcasting potion is already running, but I haven't really managed to find an angle against Darken just yet. And I'm not sure why I didn't cast there the other buff. but I just decided to hide over there. Yeah, I think I was like trying to play a little bit too safely, but at the same time, I think if Darken like found them, they would be just dead, you know. So that's like the biggest issue. And this is pretty good for me, I would say. Um, yeah, I don't think Darken actually should have charged there, to be honest. I don't think there was like a point, especially if you're gonna like Blood Offering afterwards. Maybe he's planning to use. No, no, no. Actually, I'm not sure about his amount of offensive points that he has, but I definitely think it was like completely unnecessary to charge there. Sometimes it's just like they're coming up to the enemy and just like hitting them normally. I believe right now he's stuck maybe at like one offensive point or something. I don't know if he's gonna.
A new round has started.
And I think this is like one thing that Darken does as well. He just kind of charges in, but when he should be like, what do you call it? When he should be just like approaching the targets, in my opinion. So right now Darken has the advantage, or like the point advantage from killing the demon, but he has the disadvantage of being in the cloud, and that really sucks for him. Casting Chains of Chaos on like a henchman that's about to die is a very strange choice. He even like ate a curse there. I think he would have been much better off just kind of going in there and attacking with his Magister. I believe the Minam curse prevents you from casting. A bunch of delays here. Now he moves with his LGT Dark Soul. Yeah, I'm not really sure if LGT Dark Soul is a good thing. I feel like it's not, because it doesn't really have access to mutations, and if you're like trying to play something heavy armored, then you might as well use a mutant, in my opinion. So he sees my henchman there that I parked there out of panic, that I didn't know what to do with her. And he just decides to block the doorway. There's a Daredevil again. I don't know if he's gonna have like enough damage for my henchman now. He might, but I'm not sure. Because he has like a lot of penetration. Yeah. But right now he should be like at 1 offensive point. I suppose he's gonna have no adrenaline rush. So I don't know how he like build his characters, but yeah. Oh, yeah, with Lisa here, I just use my consumables. I just kind of give up overall on her because she's just dead. I feel like attacking here Jackie Chan. It's not ideal, but I would like to land the kidney strike so that I can kill the guy. But I'm just gonna take damage, so. Oh.
Objectives
And he manages
updated.
to pierce the parry. I wonder if I would have been fine if I didn't actually attack. Maybe I would. But still, it was like a 50-50 with those parries, so you never know. So right now, at this moment, I'm feeling like Darken is doing a little bit better than me, because I just didn't manage to properly set up my henchmen to go in together with my impressive and my other sisters in at the same time. Right now I'm just thinking about how I want to do things. And you can see the amount of movement that I have. Pretty crazy. And I'm not sure what I decide here exactly. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of this is exactly, but yeah, I don't know what I'm doing here. Maybe I'm just trying to put it on the Dodgester. All I know that I was like pretty damn confused about what I'm doing here. Yeah, and I think I just put it on the on the Dodgester so that the Dodgester does not engage my impressive. And I didn't even have time. And with this henchman, I just kind of decide to park her over there so that so that the Dark Soul doesn't disturb us. This is also my flag bearer. Because, like, still, this guy's gonna have, like, a lot of damage. I didn't manage to sign up, like, the Sign of Sigmar over here, but it's okay. And here I'm thinking about whether I should use Feint or not, but, like, look at the damage. 81 to 85 damage. I don't think I want to eat that, but I guess I have different ideas at this point of whatever I'm doing. Oh, but he decides to like not counterattack. I don't know if he made a mistake or something. Like, I'm pretty sure. Maybe he saw that the melee resistance just didn't work out or something. But again, here I'm I'm really just trying to kill the Gratch over here, but I don't think I even can. Like, I noticed that he seems to have chaotic advantage on himself right now, so I feel like that plan is just kind of impossible at this point. I don't really want to get attacked by 110 damage. So I'm not really sure what to do at this point. Now I could actually just go ahead and kill the gladiator over here. And maybe that's why he didn't like attack back, because he was saving those offensive points for my maiden. That would make a lot of sense. I don't know. But you can see the issue that everybody is just kind of gathered around, not really in proper position to do anything. Yeah, and that's also the thing that I'm not even sure where the last Dark Soul is. So I try to go in with my maiden, and I do find the last Dark Soul. So this like completely changes the plan. I think I was going to kill that Dark Soul LGT, but because I found this guy, my maiden is now stuck on him, and I have to kill him. My critical hit chance is also just not looking so hot, so that's also another issue. And I missed one attack. Right now my maiden is stuck on this guy. Every time I do this sort of a casting, I have a 50% chance, as long as it doesn't fail, 50% chance to get one of my offensive points back. So in this case, if the spellcasting success chance is 80, it's gonna be like a 40% chance. But instead I get repented at a 5, which prevents spellcasting, but I do get the last attack in, but it misses again. I think it is a little bit unlucky. So now I just need to fix that situation with my other girls, and I have to play a little bit less faster than I wanted to. I mean, less fast, I guess. Slower. So we should be able to fix this issue with comets here. Get good damage out of comets for 70. And I get a second high roll damage. So yeah, this seems pretty good. The issue right now is that I cannot really go back. I leave the talisman behind so that like my maiden can use it and pick it up. And right now I just know that he cannot use one of the buildings to just go downstairs. I also leave, it looks like I leave the healing draught potion for the maiden. But right now I know that the enemy cannot use one of the houses to go in. I think maybe it would be like a better idea to just go a little bit closer. I don't know what I'm thinking here, but I run out of time. So at this point, I just cannot go in with the purifiers because those purifiers are just going to die. They're gonna die to the mutant. They're gonna die to the impressive. Would be ideally a little bit better to like put them in a safer position, I guess. Yeah, but maybe you can just see that, like, overall, I'm just a little bit confused as to what I'm supposed to be doing. No, so I just, like, kind of go back. And we do a little bit of a reset here with everyone. And I believe Aaron's gonna be trying to join as well. You should have enough SP for that, I believe. Refresh Daredevil. And I get my blessing of athleticism and Sigmar's Smite on the most important targets. I think maybe I could have used there one of the circles of healing. I think it was maybe okay. But I believe I just used the remaining SP for a healing draught here. In this situation. No, I decided to use Talisman. I don't know if that's a good idea. I think healing draught would have been better there, to be honest. Yeah, I think I just realized that I'm kind of like playing badly. But maybe it's because it was just that early in the morning, so I think it's fine. So right now we're just pretty much trading the henchmen. Kaylee, of course, is not able to parry anything from the mutant. Oh yeah, and I do end up using one of the healing circles. So I'm glad I did that while I have the, what do you call it? The spellcasting potion up. I think it was a good call.
A new round has started.
Okay. The impressive here is gonna finish off the sister. Yeah.
Objectives updated.
And I believe he doesn't engage the novice here. I don't know if this Magister still has, like, prevented the spellcasting. I believe he does, based on the particles. Hey, he does a little bit of buffing. Makes sense. (50-50) overall. Now it's Jackie Chan's turn. I don't know. I don't remember what his. Well, we'll see what his hit chance is. Well, actually, no. Jackie Chan is like the dodgy guy. God. But right now he cannot really do anything else to my novice because he has both, like, two characters stuck on her. So the only thing Jackie Chan can do right now is just kind of guard the area so that the impressive doesn't get engaged on, I think. I think he wanted to, like, join in here on attacking the novice, but it seems like there is just, like, no engagement circle for the guy. So I believe he just kind of guards the area then. And Gladiator here should get, like, a bunch of attacks. But really we just need to see how much hit chance the man has got. Yeah. I don't know if Marco here has got, like, good chances. Okay, so it's a 40. I think that's pretty decent. Like, the feint has been applied. And I'm getting lucky on my rolls, so... But I expect, like, maybe, like, at least one hit. It might get, like, 2 hits. Probably 2 hits if the guy has Adrenaline Rush as well, but... I'm not sure. I think just the Nurgle's curse might be messing him up quite a bit. Which I might not be even realizing that that's what's messing these guys up. So he gets a 1 attack in, which is fair.
And he's delaying again. Impressive. And I passed the all alone check. And here I should be fainting the Magister. Yes. Should be fading the Magister, and I should be attacking the Magister so that I farm as much dodge as possible against the guy's Daredevil. So I don't think he's gonna be really engaging Marco here. I think I should delay here as well with Kaylina. I don't think there's like any sense in trying to attack Raj here. I mean, maybe I can do that, but I don't know. Quite iffy. I believe what I decide to do here is just kind of like try to bait the guy over a little bit. So that he knows where I am. And at this point, I'm not even sure if it makes a lot of sense, like trying to cast. I believe I'm not even allowed to cast because of the debuff that I'll be able to cast on the next round. I'm not sure if refreshing Daredevil really makes sense. Yeah, so I'm just trying to bait over this guy, but I don't think I'm doing well. Because like I was saying, I want the Maiden to attack this guy so that I can start casting combats on the guy. That's just not what happens, so I'm just a little bit confused about what I'm supposed to be doing right now, to be honest. Yeah, but when I notice that a comet lights up in my inventory, maybe I don't notice it just yet, but definitely notice it later. Do I notice it? Pretty sure I do notice it with this character. Get a Daredevil on. I prepared Rod of Concentration in advance. Do I delay here? No, at this point I notice that I'm like able to cast the comets. So I think at this point I just kind of say, well, fuck it. Just try to do something. And I think I kind of get somewhat lucky with piercing that magic resistance, so yeah. And I don't know what to do with the other girls either, so I don't think I have like any angles or anything, so I think I just do the same thing. And I know that this is like not in my favor, I'm just trying to do something, like force him to get on me. And I do get like super lucky with these comets.
A bit shocking, anything. And now I just need to hide her. I don't think there's really a point in casting more comets. That's not in my favor, so yeah. I think the best thing here is just setting up an ambush. Adrenaline rush kind of makes sense as well, I don't know. And I'm gonna run out of time here again, because I don't know what to do. No, I just ran out of time. Oh, it's... I should have ambushed there, I think. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. Purifier. And finally the magic resistance starts kicking in. Maybe it would have been like better to actually cast on the mutant. And putting my purifiers here should be perfectly fine. They're protected by my leader. Yeah, so this is the point where Darken just decides to go in. And I'm afraid that my maiden might get crit. And if my maiden did get crit in this position, she would get killed. You can see that he has got like 20 critical hit chance. But I also have like something like 19 critical hit chance. So at this point it's like a kind of a game of who crits who first. And luckily I do get the crit, so...
A new round has started.
I think I got quite lucky there. If it was the other way around, this Chaos Spawn would just come over to my maiden and clean her up and kill her easily. So at this point I think Darken just has to go in with his Chaos Spawn and just try to fix the situation that happened with the maiden, right? And just try to kill her, and I don't think it's gonna be possible. I believe these are all the attacks that he has. Ooh, so Vision of Torment is one thing I didn't expect to happen. Yeah, and I'm not really sure why there were no stun checks with the Vision of Torment here. Or maybe there were stun checks and everybody passed. I'm not really sure. I think it's a bit of a confusing spell. Oh, and as it turns out, I was actually wrong about this. There was still a point on the engagement ring for Marco. So everybody just tries to kill Marco at this point. The hit chance is somewhat increased. I believe it's due to the debuffs. Yeah. And here I still feel kind of okay-ish with Marco, but then I failed the all-alone check. So at this point, I just know that Marco is going to die, no matter what. I was considering like using healing on her, but like I don't think there's any point in trying to heal her up anymore, and I just have to accept that she's going to die. He seems to be rocking 25 agility. But right now I'm just trying to strip off his magic resistance as much as possible. And since I stripped off the magic resistance off of him, now I just do it for this guy as well. I get my OP back from Innervation, and I think I add Rush here as well. Kind of might as well, really. And here is where I just start casting. I think, like looking back at it, I think I still could have like tried to heal Mariko. I think it makes sense. And I could have used my purifiers on the comets and stuff. And this is also just sort of a thing you want to do with Comet Matriarch. Just want to like do a quick prayer, then you want to move into the spell, and then you want to do like quick attack. And one thing I completely forget about is that I should be on the lookout for any word zone. As you can see, I have like 0 word zone gathered right now. And Darken is already like below the threshold. And honestly, I'm not sure why do I even try for a heal or not? Let's see, we're about to find out. I think a heal makes a lot of sense here. I don't think I don't think the maiden needs a heal anymore. I think it's better to try to heal Mariko at this point. Like, I shouldn't be afraid of... Shouldn't be afraid of her dying. And for the very simple reason that there are Dark Souls. Dark Souls attack on the novice, but as it turns out, it didn't matter. I think I was just kind of like better off going for some comments on the enemy. Now Genevieve here doesn't have like any healing either. But yeah, this is the point where I just realize I just decided to do like the classic buffing, but really what I should have done, what I really should have done is start picking up some word sounds because I forgot about it. Oh, and now I'm a little bit confused because I was looking for Sigmar's Might basic, but then I realized I never had it. I don't know why I'm doing a perception here either, to be honest. He doesn't have any range units. Like I was
A
saying,
new
picking up
round has
was
started.
a little bit confused, if anything. Yeah, and the Magister just manages to get like all his hits in, which is like honestly fair because I failed that all alone. If I didn't fail it, then the situation wouldn't be happening. So that is definitely one thing that I'm going to be changing about my sisters, that I'll be getting rid of Nerves of Steel, and I'll be moving on to Absolute Faith so that I don't have these situations happening again. Yeah, looking back at the game overall, I think it just made a lot of mistakes. I think there were definitely like some better plays overall.
Yeah, he got like Vision of Torment debuff. Dodgester. But Darken just decides to route here after gathering like Wordstone. And actually, because of this like Wordstone difference, I managed to lose this game. So yeah, I believe just by 1 point, Darken had like overall more points from this match. And I did go hiking. Alright, that's it.